He grew up in Inglewood and often jokes about his Chicago childhood in his stand-up. Let's take a look.
I found out I was the ugly kid in school. Anybody dealt with that? Some people in denial right now, I understand. It's okay. But let me tell you some things to know that you was the unattractive kid. It's okay. But you know, at school when the teacher... Ooh, excuse me. That's that Sprite. Caffeine. You know when you was in school and the teacher let the kids get in their own, you know, groups, they let them choose the groups. You know you was the unattractive kid when nobody chose you. My teacher had to go introduce me to the group like I was new to the class. I've been here 8 years. I'm in 8th grade. She come introduce me to the class. Could Barry be in your group? I'm like, they know me. This my cousin. He live with me. Why you acting?
Please welcome back comedian Barry Brewer.
Thank you.
Okay, now you were saying that's some of your older material.
That is so old, yes. Thank you for pulling out the archives. That was like at least 13 years ago.
Yeah. But you were still funny, so you're probably even funnier now, right?
Thank you, I'm much funnier.
Right, you just recently shot a new stand-up special that you got coming out, and you shot it right here in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, I'm home right here on 4th and Michigan. I shot at the Studebaker Theater, amazing place. I started here. I wanted to do my debut special here, where it all started for me, so I had to come back home.
Yeah. What are your fondest memories of growing up and on the South Side in Inglewood?
Man, this weather.
I don't know if that's fun, though.
No, the weather, my mom, my brothers, just family. That's really my fondest memory, my family. Going to church. I went to church in Inglewood in the same area I lived in off 65th and Ashland. Yeah. My granddad was a big part of my life, and I just remember him coming to pick me up every Friday after school. So looking to see that little red Oldsmobile waiting for me. I used to hope he was there before as soon as I got home so I didn't have to, so I could go, because that was just like exciting because of all my church family and everything. So that's what I remember. I remember those moments.
Right, and the big thing that you want to do is give back to the city and give back to Chicago Public Schools. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm a product of Chicago Public Schools, and as I've gotten older and looked at the education, it's a lot I want to do here as I, continue to do. But this debut special I thought I could use as a fundraiser in some way to do something for Chicago Public School Systems, which I'm a product of. Thank you.
Yeah, and speaking of Chicago, in the special, you take on the Chicago Transit. Let's take a look.
Yes.
I asked somebody for directions. They like, what I look like, man? I was so confused. You the bus driver, sir? I thought I could ask you a question. He's like, you staying on or you getting off? I was like, I'm a stay on because I paid my money. I don't know why I'm getting off at because you won't talk to me, sir.
Are these based on real stories?
Yes, it definitely is. I definitely like to take real life and bring it to the stage because it's something that somebody can relate to. So yeah, I'm very happy to be doing my debut and to be here in Chicago. And definitely the school thing was a big part because of the lack of resources we have in the inner city Chicago Public Schools. So definitely wanted to do something. You know how you want to do something, everybody's like, well, when I get to this plateau, when I get to this place, I'm going to do something. I'm like, well, I can do something right now. And so this is what I'm doing.
Right. When you were in Chicago Public Schools growing up in classes,
oh my God,
were you the funny guy then? Like, did you always know you wanted to be a comic?
I did not. I knew I love to laugh. That was the thing about me. Like, I would always say something to get people to laugh or listen to people and laugh. I just love to laugh, and I love comedy. I didn't know I would be able to do it. It wasn't even a thought in my mind. I did want to be Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
But not the comedian. I wanted to be him, literally.
Yeah.
I love the show so much. I'm like, I want to be him. So I guess at that moment, I was admiring his comedy without really knowing it until I got older. And so at 19 years old was when I started.
Yeah, I was going to say, who was the stand-up comedian when you saw the actual stand-up special that it clicked for you?
Martin.
It was Martin.
Martin
you said you wanted to be him, though, in every aspect. You love the TV show. You love all of it.
I didn't know I was aspiring to be a comedian, but yes, in essence, that's basically what I loved about him. And he was definitely the comic that inspired me, even in how I shot my special. Was a certain feel and look that he had in a stand-up special called You So Crazy that I desired for my special. So, yeah, thank you, Martin.
Yeah. Well, you're dad, and I'm sure you have to include fatherhood and being out. What's the reaction when you're out with your kids?
Oh, my God. When I have my kids, my son lives in Chicago. I live in L.A., so he travels back and forth. And when I have him, my smaller child, like everybody, the mothers, you all are very sensitive when you see a dad. It's like danger.
Without the mother around?
When you don't see the mother, you're like, where's his mother? Where's his mother? It's like, why are you asking me that? I just want to know. I don't know you. It's my time with him, obviously, and she enjoying her life. I don't know. So that's always funny, and I talk about just the different things that you're not prepared for as a parent. You know, you want to get it all right, but there's no blueprint, especially for your need. And my child, he's very unique when we travel. Oh my God, he's so unique.
Is he? How so?
Oh, we had so many scenarios. So it was a lady with a metal leg.
Yeah.
Coming outside of the security, you know, when you're coming through security and the TSA and you're getting your things. So I gathering the things off the belt. He was a lot smaller, and the lady got a metal leg, and I look up and he's standing next to the lady's leg, staring at it this close.
Right.
And I don't know if you know, when people don't have kids, they look at you like, are you gonna do something like it's your fault? You like you ain't taught them better. And I'm like looking at her and I don't know what to say. So I just try to grab him and say, I'm sorry, ma'am. And so when I grab him, he's like, Dad, but she got a robot leg, Dad. She got a robot leg. He's like, can I get a robot leg? I'm like, no, you can't get a robot leg. He's like, it's almost my birthday. I'm doing good. Why can't I get a robot leg? I don't know what to say. Everybody's looking at me. I'm like, you gotta get hit by a car to get a robot leg. Now let's go.
Barry Brewer, everybody.
The lady was like, where's his mother?
Where's his mother?
You can catch his stand-up special, Chicago, I'm Home, streaming February 19th. Barry, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.